It's about the great experiment in epigenetics, how the environment affects the genetic mutation, how change in temperature, change in humidity, change in other finer levels of vibrations affects the genetic mutation. Then the scientist, he gives understandable examples. He says, look at the family growing in Brooklyn, New York. They conducted a research on hundreds of families living in ghetto and some living in suburbs with better lifestyle. The children conceived in a family where there is discord, violence, unpredictability in relationships, and the entire neighborhood is so volatile. Compare to the conception and the growth of the embryo and the fetus and child and adult, how it goes on. In a family where there is harmony, joy, love, understanding, the good features. Then he compared both the fetus development, child development to adulthood. Now he says, look at a sympathetic response. Our nervous system has sympathetic system, parasympathetic system. What is the role of sympathetic system? It is emotional response to various situations. Let's say if I am fighting with somebody, really fighting, verbally, accusing, and the time comes I have to now raise my arms. I bang, and if that fellow is stronger than me, what happens? I have to run. So, the limbs are in action. When sympathetic system is highly activated, in such situation, the blood rushes to the limbs at the cost of other systems. Now, what happens in a family with violence? Mother to be is always defending herself, at times raising hands, at times receiving hands. And when certain neurotransmitters are discharged into bloodstream, the blood circulation is greatly increased peripherally in the arms and the legs. The same neurotransmitters also reaches out to the fetus. And the growth of their limbs is extraordinary at the cost of other vital systems like lungs, gastrointestinal tracts, and blood circulates more in a violent family's response, neurotransmitters on the backside of the skull. So, in short, environment affects the child's growth, the fetal growth. They come out, they are born with certain weaknesses of digestion. Their back part of the head will be like, the Egyptian faces that you see, very well developed back part. While in a family where there is a lot of love, harmony, joy, etc., all the organs develop not at the cost of each other, but in harmony. And their frontal lobe, leading to well-developed cognitive faculties, is greatly developed. The frontal part is very well developed because the blood supply is uniform all throughout the brain. Now, if simple environment like this where violence and joy creates an impact on an embryo. Imagine what can a peaceful environment of ashram that we carry home when we meditate, and that refined state oozes out from us. That peace that prevails, that calmness, stillness, the divine atmosphere that prevails in the house. And the children born to such families will be very unique. You are facilitating the descent of very special souls. That becomes the part of the future world. Now you see how we are participating in the future programs. Likewise, the descending souls also, depending upon their vibratory level, when they find the matching vibratory level here in the parents at the moment of conception, if their refinedness is great because they meditated so well, you cannot order a special condition to make the soul descend for a specific moment. It's not going to happen. You cannot say, I took a sitting from a preceptor and let me make love tonight and make the great soul descend. No, it's not going to happen. Either you have that condition all through and through, or you don't. And this condition we can develop over a period of time. It's not going to happen overnight. So, to invite a noble soul, similar condition must prevail in parents to be. So you can imagine the importance of practice.